Greetings, everyone. This is amalightworker with another live stream. I'm not going to start right away. I'm going to give time to everybody to be notified from YouTube. In the meantime, if you are in the chat, let me know where is it that you are chatting from. I see Justine Simon in the chat. How are you, Justine? Are you in the United States? How was your 4th of July? Green Baby 123, how are you? Okay, so I will be doing a live Akashic Records reading for each zodiac sign for the month of July 2024. It is a turning point for many of us. I see Cecile Kingsbury from Ontario, oh, Justine from Connecticut. Okay, great. For those of you interested in having a private consultation with me, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com so we can book you, or please visit my website www.amalightworker.com. You have my contact information, my website, and my email in the chat, but also posted in the section down here below, in the show more section, in the comment section down here below. I see more people. Small wild flowers, how are you? MGBNB2, Natalie from Pennsylvania. How are we? I used to live in Pennsylvania. I actually went in Westchester University of Pennsylvania. I lived in Philly for about 5 years. And Small Wild Flowers is from Oregon, green fields. So I hope that everybody is doing well. Working with the Akashic Records, there are different methods. I used to use the pathway prayer process. Now I got certified to be a practitioner, but also a teacher of the Akashic Records with a new prayer, which calls for Archangel Metatron. And he's the one who opens up the Akashic records of each soul. So that's how I do this now. I use both methods. So, for those of you who are interested to learn about the Akashic Records, how you can open your Akashic Records, how you can open the Akashic Records of others, please email me if you are interested so that I can teach you, train you, and certify you. And I will be creating a small class on Zoom so that everybody gets also a chance to exchange readings and to practice. Through this new method, I also learned how you can change a soul contract. Okay, with the pathway prayer process, that was never taught to me. With the new prayer, it feels that the readings go into more depth. Lots of my clients are commenting on the new prayer that I'm using to do their Akashic Records reading, and I'm getting a lot of encouragement to keep using this new prayer. Green Fields from Ireland, Honeybee Totem from, I don't know from where. How are you? Much love to you as well. Radi Tavares from Portugal. Okay. So I think I'm going to begin. In the meantime, as I said, if you have any questions, anything that you don't understand, put it in the chat. Okay. And because sometimes I get way too much into the reading, I forget what sign comes up next. So I would be very grateful if you keep reminding me in the chat what's the next sign. I don't know if I'm going to have a time at the end to answer to a few questions for free. Let's see how it goes. But again, don't hesitate to email me to ask me about my services or any courses or classes, workshops that I teach, and everything right now it's done on Zoom online. I do tarot readings, face readings, nine star key, which is it's also known as a birthday reading. I do Reiki, Tonran healing, energy clearing. So Akashic Records reading and Akashic Records healing, along with the energy clearing, are some of my most requested services. So, for those of you who would like to know more, what is the healing through the Akashic Records, please email me so we can go over it, because it's about karma, right? And we get to take a look at karma. So through the Akashic Records, I can do different types of healing. I also got certified from Tina Zion. I'm sorry, I got trained by Tina Zion in level 1 and level 2 in medical mediumship, or medical intuitive is the same thing. And my college degree is in nutrition and dietetics. So I see your son, Steve, I'm pronouncing your name correctly online as well. Okay, let's begin with the general energies for July 2024. To each and every one of us, regardless of your zodiac sign, rising sign, or moon sign, it does feel that in July you need to expect the unexpected. For many of you, how the month begins, it's not how the month ends. Many of us are meant to go through anything that you need to make better, okay, to rebuild, whether it is a relationship, finances, a work related situation, a legal related situation, personal interpersonal relationships that you have with coworkers, neighbors, or family members. So for some of you, sometimes there's need to be some sort of a crisis in order to get your attention, so that you get to take a look at it and to see whether you can still fix it or not. In July, many people are going to get ready to turn the page over. You are about to begin a whole new chapter of your life. And please, if you are putting timestamps, also put a timestamp on the general energies, because it's going to be important. So without understanding the general energies, then maybe your personal zodiac sign won't make as good of a sense. Okay, so that was just the general energies. Aries, sun, rising, and moon. You cannot do everything all at once. It's very important that you slow down and that you take your time. In July, you need to do one thing at a time, one task at the time. And at some point, you have to understand that you have to give it up to the universe. Whatever needs to happen will happen. For many of you, I see you switching your mindset, thinking differently, being able to release old ideas and limiting beliefs. And I see a lot of you now understanding that there are greater forces in action. And sometimes, yes, you just have to give all of your worries away. I'm also getting a sense that for many of you, it's going to feel like a blessing is happening and your luck is shifting and turning for the better. The next 7 months of your life, little by little, you may not even notice it at first, because for some of you, the changes are going to be so small. But by the end of a 7 month cycle, that's when you're going to understand and realize the bigger shift, the bigger changes. So right now, Aries is about more so about noticing the little stuff, the baby step, noticing the signs that the universe is sending you, and understand that there is a purpose for everything that you are going through. It feels that a lot of you are maturing, are growing. It feels that you understand now that you are much more wiser. And deep down, there is some sort of need for you, Aries, sun, rising, and moon, to kind of take a different perspective, go within, reflect. There is a need to protect what is yours, but at the same time, it's all about forgiveness. I see many of you going through some sort of a forgiveness process where you, Aries, get to forgive yourself, even for the tiniest little things. Because in July, you're going to have a tendency to feel overly responsible for everything that you are doing. So, with each and every step, remember to ask forgiveness to your own self. I hope that this is making sense to you, Aries. Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. July 2024, you have to understand that sometimes karma is in action. Thank you, Small White Flowers, for keeping track, and also to H. Jackson. Sometimes destiny knocks in your door to come and collect. Okay? Sometimes it's about rewarding you for the hard work. In July, for many of you, whether Taurus is your sun, rising, or moon sign, it feels that it's going to be a mix of everything, being rewarded for your persistence, for your hard work, for your positive energy, but also at the same time, okay, it's also about understanding the other side of it. Where is it that you have done certain things wrong? Where is it that you maybe didn't have the best of intentions? So it's going to be a mix of both good and bad things happening, but more so it's about your spiritual perspective. It's about going within that inner reflection where you get to see, to understand that everything good maybe has like a negative side or a disadvantage, and every advantage also gets to have a disadvantage. It's very important to learn how to let go, whether you need to let go at this time of material positions, hopes, because they don't align with your new path now, with your new vision, with your new future. What is it that you need to let go of? Old ideas, an old friendship, so something that has run its course. The more you hold on to it, the more difficult you're going to make it for yourself. Remember, Taurus, that every time you are able to let go of something, you are simply creating room for something new and better to come along. For those of you who may be dealing with issues about a home, whether it's about finances, fixing the home, or other issues that may be involving a home, a place of living, this month may prove to be very intense in terms of issues may be popping up, and you're going to be able to address them and to resolve them. But I get this overall sense of a luck shifting for the better when it comes to matters of a home or matters of a living situation. I hope, Taurus, that this is making sense to you. Gemini, Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. You are about to be rewarded in a big way. I am sensing a lot of emotional rewards coming your way. And I understand that many of you are going through ups and downs emotionally. Okay. Or emotionally, this may be a very intense month. You are encouraged to hang on in there. There is a reason why you feel so emotional, and it's going to get better. For those of you who have been working on projects, whether it's a project at work, whether you are creating something new, you are working on inventing something, a project, art, anything that feels creative, it feels that is going to reward you big time. For those of you Geminis who have taken an interest in turning your health around for the better, maybe you are running, maybe you are doing more fitness, maybe you are joining a yoga class or something else. So anything that is health oriented, maybe you are addressing your health matters from an energetic point of view, it feels that you're going to have an important breakthrough in July. Okay, so from this point on, when it comes to your health and your physical energy level, you're going to notice that things are now more stable and they're getting better and better. So sometimes your body is trying to tell you to slow down, and that's what you're going to have to do. Some of you may be feeling very sleepy, tired, needing to rest. Some of you may be feeling restless and maybe you're sleeping, but maybe you don't have a good quality of your sleep. Understand that the energies around you are shifting and changing. I am seeing a lot of Geminis double checking or running some tests or blood work in connection to your kidneys. Doesn't mean that every Gemini out there has kidney issues, but some of you, maybe you are doing some sort of a routine medical test, and it's like you're checking to see the function of your kidneys. You're going to feel, Gemini, that now you have a lot more control over your day, your daily routine, your life. You're going to feel a little bit more in charge, particularly for those of you who felt that maybe you lost power. Okay, maybe you didn't have the same power as before in a work related situation, in a family related situation, over life, over your health. The situation could be different with different people, or even in a certain relationship. So now you're going to see a different sense of balance being restored, and you feel it, even your sense of inner power will be shifting and restoring. You are being encouraged from the Akashic records to keep on working on things that you like to see results on, the goals that you have set for yourself, because definitely they're going to start to reward you. Okay, the next 7 months, 7 months is coming up for the second time. The next 7 months, you're going to start to see results of everything that you are doing, everything that you feel dedicated to make it work. I hope, Gemini, that this is making sense to you. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. July 2024, you are going to feel very impatient. Okay, so pay attention here not to let impatience take over. You may have a tendency to jump in conclusions too soon because you are impatient. You may have a tendency to say or to write something or to reply back to somebody way too soon because you are getting impatient, and then you may be doing or saying the wrong thing. So sometimes it's important to take a breath, breathe in and out before you decide how you're going to reply or how you are going to react. I am getting a sense of many of you taking a closer look at your finances. Something good is happening for many of you Cancerians in terms of your finances. I see many of you dealing with different bank accounts, setting up a new account, closing all accounts. Whoever owns you money now, you receive the money that you are being owned. Maybe you lent money to somebody, and now what is yours, in other words, is coming back to you. For some of you, it's a situation about an opportunity that maybe you thought you lost, or maybe you had some regrets, like maybe you should have gone in a different direction, and maybe you felt that you lost an opportunity. So for some of you, I get the sense that some sort of an opportunity may be returning to you as well. Okay, some of you may be hearing from people with whom you used to be connected in the past. Okay, an ex partner, friends that you haven't seen in such a long time, family members. So it feels like you're going to hear from or reconnect with people from the past. Now, for some of you, it is not necessarily about reviving an old relationship if you are dealing with an ex, but you may be running into them or speaking to them. I get a sense, Cancer, that if you are somebody who is just coming out of a relationship, you're going to be healed. You're going to feel ready now to kind of move on and look into the future rather than looking into the past. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Cancer. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. July 2024. You have to go within a lot. A lot of plans that you had, maybe now you have to rearrange plans, especially if it involves going on vacation, travel arrangements, or if it was about organizing a gathering, social life. So maybe not everything will be exactly at the same time, at the same date as you planned, but things are still possible. So you may be dealing with minor delays, especially when it comes to travel plans, or travel arrangements. I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are going to feel blessed financially. If you have felt that money is tight, money will show up for you maybe in the last moment. If you are a Leo who has been investing your money, now you're going to start to earn a small profit out of some of your investments. So there's going to be a lot of activity when it comes to money. Many of you could be looking to either purchase a vehicle, maybe go to a luxury spa, luxury vacations, resorts, or even looking into buying or renting a property. So you're going to have those low moments, because even for you, you're going to feel up and down emotionally. It feels like when you feel down emotionally, the hand of God is going to be there to pick you up again. So all you have to do, Leo, trust that whatever circumstances you may be dealing with, they are going to get better. You are about to receive some good news from family, relatives, children if you have children. If And it feels that a child that you have in your life could be celebrated during this time. Could be a granddaughter, a grandson, a niece, a nephew. Children, in other words, could be somebody's birthday, or it could be about news of a pregnancy or news of a child being born. So there's going to be a lot of blessings coming to you from family, or in regards to children that you have in your life. I hope that this is making sense to you, Leo. Now we have Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon, July 2024. Your luck is shifting for the better. Some of you are now regaining a new perspective on life. If you are the type of Virgo who has been dedicating a lot of time and effort to your career, now you're going to feel that I also need to have something else besides my career, or to have a balance, the inner world, the outside world, work life balance. You're going to feel more inclined to spend time with your family. And I see a lot of you having a lot of laughters and a lot of good time with family, friends, and loved ones. You are going to be able to resolve some sort of a dilemma. For some of you, this was an emotional dilemma, uncertainties. Some of you are going to be able to resolve a legal related situation, and it just feels like boom, suddenly something happens and the situation may not be as complicated to be resolved as you thought. If you are someone who has been dealing for a long time with a difficult situation, waiting for something to happen, waiting for some paperwork to come through, an approval, some sort of news coming to you from the government channels, sources, or even immigration, or something that you were hoping and praying for it to happen. Maybe you have forgotten all about it. Suddenly, now it gets resolved, or it starts to happen for you in July. So, on those moments when you're going to feel down, understand that you are destined to experience great joys and freedom and great happiness in your life. It's very important, Virgo, that you do not give up on yourself now. I hope, Virgo, that that made sense to you. Libra, Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon, July 2024. A wish fulfillment. For some of you, the Akashic records recommend that this month you need to work with the energy of the full moon. Okay, maybe around the full moon you do a meditation, a cleansing ceremony. You set an intention. If you don't know how to do that, you set an intention. So pay attention to your words. What are you expressing? Are you frustrated and you are expressing that in your words? Because that is what is going to come back to you. Okay, that's why they're saying it's very important that you set an intention, you set a goal. I get a sense that many of you Libras are going to feel very lucky in love. If you are already married or in an established relationship, it feels like romance is going to be back. You're going to enjoy spending time together, and sometimes you may even enjoy even fighting with each other, like lovers quarrels. There is a It feels like the energy is shifting and changing around a relationship or a marriage that you have. For some reason, you're going to feel emotionally closer, or maybe for some of you, you're going to feel emotionally more intimate with one another. And of course, for those of you, I'm also getting the sense that for those of you Libras who maybe your sexual life has been stale, now it feels like, whoo, it's back on again. There's a lot of sexual activity in your chart. That's what they're showing me. Libra sun, rising, and moon. In July, remember to adapt, remember to go with the flow, and don't be too set in your plans. Allow for some flexibility, because not everything is going to go according to the plan, especially when it comes to going on vacation, travel, family gatherings, social gatherings, celebrations. So allow for extra times or for delays. So this way you avoid being frustrated. I hope, Libra, that made sense to you. Now we have Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. It's a very karmic month for you. People you're going to meet, people you may be thinking about, new acquaintances, people living your life, people entering your life. It's all very karmic. It's meant to be. Some of you in the next 7 months, so between starting from July 2024, you could be meeting your soulmate if you haven't met them already. For other Scorpios, what they're showing me some sort of a marriage proposal or some sort of an arrangement or an arranged marriage situation. But in other words, you're getting attention, okay? I get a sense of many of you considering whether to enter in a relationship or in a partnership with someone. During this time, someone may be not be present physically as much anymore in your life. Either somebody's being transferred, somebody's moving, you may be moving. And at the same time, you may be hearing from people, friends, acquaintances that you haven't seen or heard from in a long, long time. So there's going to be a lot of things or people from the past returning to you now, or feeling connected to something or someone from your past. So it's nice sometimes to reconnect to your past. What they're telling me about you, Scorpio, is that sometimes you need to take a look at your past so that you can figure out where is your future taking you. You may be going through some sort of a disappointment or heartache. It's not going to be long lasting. I get a sense that for some of you, a new person shows up and I just keep getting this sense of you being asked out on a date. It feels like you just got out of a relationship, and yet you may be dating someone new. If you feel that you lost an opportunity, a job opportunity, a business opportunity, maybe something else is opening up for you. So deep down, a loss is never a loss, Scorpio. Anything that you are working on to expand, maybe a business, maybe your knowledge, degrees, certifications that you have, to expand a clientele that maybe you have, finances, Okay, it feels like all of these activities will reward you. So do the work now. Anything that you wanted to expand, to make better, or to upgrade to a higher level. At the same time, pay attention to your health. Many of you are going to be having weird cravings, food cravings. Okay, so you are also going to notice a shift in what your body wants to eat and not to eat. Some of you may be doing this on purpose. Maybe you are going to be doing some sort of a cleanse of some sort, or simply cleaning out your diet. So if you like to see results, start doing the work now. So that's what they're showing me about Scorpios, and I hope that this is making sense to you. After Scorpio, we have who do we have after Scorpio? Sagittarius? I don't know. Second decan. I'm gonna say Sagittarius is next. Okay, Sagittarius is next. Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. You may be on the verge of starting something with high hopes, and thinking it's the best deal out there. For some of you, it's going to be about a new person that you met, could be a new friend, could be a new, potentially a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend. There's just something there. Okay. For many of you, they are asking you to slow down a little bit and to examine everything carefully. Okay. If it is about a business, make sure that you understand everything, the advantages and the disadvantages. Okay. Because not everything right now is pure gold as you may think it is, whether it is a business opportunity, a new friendship, or some other opportunity entering your life. So it's very important that you know exactly what is it that you are dealing with and what is it requires of you. For some of you, you may be coming into the understanding and realization that someone you thought you knew, okay, they may be surprising you. Okay, maybe they're a lot better than you thought that they were, or maybe they are completely different. This can go either way. You are going to be examining a lot of your interpersonal relationships. Some of you are going to try to renovate or a website, to make changes to, I don't know, maybe you have a social media platform where you post, and you're going to be making changes or making that better. So you're going to be working maybe on a website or on a channel that you may be having on things that you post on social media. Many of you may be dealing around this time with advertisement. I see many of you reading a Craigslist, going through eBay, going through Amazon, trying to post something, or maybe you are the one listing things for sale, or some of you could be looking for a home, an apartment, or a rental property online. I see a lot of you scrolling up and down. Maybe you're looking at cars, maybe you're looking at items that you either want to purchase or that you are listing for sale. There are going to be some minor miscommunications. Okay, so it's very important that you double check text messages, everything that you are sending. A lot of you could be waiting for a reply, a response, or an envelope, and there could be some minor things there to clarify because there are some delays. I keep getting a lot of misunderstandings about Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. This is what I keep getting, but at the end everything is very resolvable. Okay, so make sure that you get a full picture of the person, the situation, the job offer, the new home if you're moving into a new home, or whatever this is. It's going to be different for all of you. I hope that this is making sense to you, Sagittarius. Now we have Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon, July 2024. Many of you could be either on the verge of a breakup, or either on the verge of maybe starting a new partnership. You have to understand that not everything is peaches and flowers. Okay? I get a sense that sometimes it's about your perception. You may be perceiving in some at a situation that is the perfect situation for you, or the perfect deal for you, or the perfect friendship for you, or the perfect mate for you. And later on down the road, you may discover that instead there are a lot of differences and not everything is what it seems to be. So pay attention not to set yourself up for disappointment. It feels that for some of you, your luck is shifting and turning around for the better, particularly when it comes to business, a business related situation, partnerships, or clients. If you are someone who works with clients, now you are attracting toward you better clients. If you work with commission, better luck in getting a better commission. Okay, if people borrowed anything from you, now they're going to be returning that to you. So basically, it feels like whatever is yours, now it's being returned to you. Everything that you think you lost, you forgot somewhere, you misplaced, either you find it or somebody else finds it and returns it to you. If somebody owes you money, now you're getting the money. I see some of you trying to figure out what is the best way to purchase something. And I am getting from the Akashic records that the best payment plan would be through installment. So you don't have to pay for everything at once. If whatever you are purchasing offers like a payment plan, installments, that is what you're going to go for. Some of you during this time either are going to go through some sort of a training, either work is sending you to a training, maybe you are the one trying to teach yourself something, being self-taught, going through a workshop, paying for courses, classes. It could be about learning a skill, making a skill that you have a lot better, or it could be about taking metaphysical or spiritual oriented classes, courses, and workshops. If this chance presents itself, sign up for it because it's going to be a very rewarding later on for you. Many of you could be taking courses, classes, workshops, or even learning more about money, money management, business management, or how to open up the energy of your life, how to turn your luck around for the better. So many of you could be intentionally working with energy. So basically, it's all about expanding your craft. I hope that this is making sense to you, Capricorn. Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon. July 2024. You are about to flip an important chapter of your life. Everything that will happen from now on, from now until next July. So July 2024, July 2025, it feels like a big karmic 12 months for you. This is an Akashic Records reading. I'm not going to get in detail if it is connected to a planetary movement, a group of planets, or anything else, because it's not about that. This is an Akashic Records reading. It's more so about how much you are going to progress. Because this time around, it feels like karma is showing up to reward you. And before you know it, even out of a crisis, you may be dealing with some sort of dilemma or a crisis, but even out of a dilemma, even out of a crisis, even out of a heartbreak, even out of a disappointment, something better will grow, something better will show up for you. Better opportunities are coming along. Many of you Aquarians may be reading, learning, going through some sort of self analysis, taking courses, classes, going to a training, or being sent to a training. So, everything that you have learned, everything that you are learning, or life is teaching you stuff, now it feels like you know how to implement that in your daily life, in your daily routines. Sometimes, Aquarius, you make everything look and sound so easy, and it's not so easy. I see many of you sharing your experience, your personal experience, either online, maybe during a course, during a class. Some of you may feel inspired to write a story about some of your life experiences, writing a book, being invited to a podcast. So you may have a message to share to the masses, okay, with the masses, or you may have your own personal story to share. And this may be just the perfect time. Everything that happens in July is going to turn out to be divine timing. It's very important, Aquarius, that in July you love yourself, take better care of yourself, your physical body, anything that you need to do that makes you feel good about your physical body, maybe your diet, your health. Slow down when you need to slow down. But I'm also getting a sense that when it comes to work, for those of you working Aquarians, work will be very productive. It doesn't matter whether you are self employed, you have a job, so you're going to get a lot more things done than you think. So rest more and you're going to get more done. So it feels overall like a very productive month. Many of you are going to be forging new friendships. New friendships are going to be created, flourish. You're going to be bonding with acquaintances. So before you know it, you're going to find yourself among new friends, new acquaintances, a new social group. You could be reconnecting to an old group of friends, people you haven't seen or heard from in such a long time. There's going to be gatherings where you're going to be invited, social invitations. Some of you could be thinking of some sort of a proposal, a love proposal, a marriage proposal. You may be thinking of proposing to somebody. You could be the one being proposed to, but something is opening up, particularly when it comes to a love related matter that maybe you thought is blocked or it's not working. So basically, I'm just getting this overall sense, Aquarius, in July. One door closes, another door opens. Okay, so be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, and try not to overreact. I got a similar message for another sign. I don't remember now what it is. So take a breather, breathe in and out before you decide how to reply to somebody, how to emotionally react, because you could be jumping too soon in conclusions. Maybe that's not the situations, or you may be perceiving the person or the situation in the wrong way. Okay, so try to be patient. Okay, I hope that this is making sense to you, Aquarius. You could be winning something, could be like a little prize. You may be winning in a competition. You're winning something. I don't know what this is. Maybe you enter in a drawing and you win a little something. I'm getting like free items. People may be feeling very generous toward you. You get a bonus, you get tips. Tips are getting better if you do work with tips or commission. People may be feeling very generous when it comes to complimenting you or buying you gifts or giving you stuff for free. So okay, so be kind to yourself in July, and remember to hydrate, 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 and make sure that your body is absorbing water properly. This comes highly recommended for many of you Aquarians. I hope that this is making sense to you, Aquarius. Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. In July 2024, you may be feeling a little bit forgetful. It's very important that you write stuff down. You keep everything in the schedule. Maybe some of you have an you just write down your appointments. Some of you have an online calendar that you use. So double check everything. Okay, double check everything. It feels that you are excited about something. You may be excited for a new beginning. You may be excited to get to know somebody. You may be excited at the at the new prospects. So some of you are on the verge of beginning something new. You are looking forward to something with a lot of joy. I'm also seeing a lot of Pisceans like rushing to get someplace. You may be forgetting your car door unlocked, house. Your apartment door, your house door open or unlocked. You may be forgetting or leaving something behind. So try to slow down and make sure that everything is in order, everything is where it's supposed to be. I'm also getting a sense of some of you having to deal with lost luggage. It could be you having to deal with a situation where your luggage is lost. You may be hearing from other people whose luggage is lost. Could be something that may be happening to a lot of airlines or a lot of travelers. Not everybody travels with by air. So, and it could also be about a funny situation. You may be taking a lot more of an interest in what is happening in your country, what is happening in politics, what is happening worldwide. You may feel more inclined to join a cause that you believe in, to donate money, to donate something to for charity, time, effort. But definitely, if you weren't interested before in politics or natural disasters or what may be happening in the world around this time, you could be taking your time to just listen and get yourself informed about what is happening. I'm also getting a sense that for some of you, you are going to feel reconnected to a grandmother figure. Could be an aunt, a grand aunt, like someone that you consider like a grandmother figure or a mentor of yours. You could be meeting them in person. For some of you whose grandmother or a grandmother figure or a mentor figure has passed away, you may be getting messages from them in your dreams or through a reading. Maybe you go for a reading with somebody and they pop up to give you a message. So, in some ways, you are going to feel very blessed by people who have crossed over on the other side of the veil. Many of you need to pay attention to your own intuition. Either you are on purpose working on developing your intuition in your psychic sense, okay, or but for some of you it's going to be about those downloads that naturally happen either when you're asleep or in a meditative state. And it's very important, Pisces, that you trust your gut, that you trust your intuition, and you also trust your inner wisdom. Sometimes when you slow down, you get to listen to your own voice better, to that inner wisdom, to that inner knowing, okay, to your own intuition and psychic sense. I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, you may be getting some discomfort in your ear. Could be because some of you are flying. Could be because the frequency that is being downloaded is way too high. So some minor things going on with your ears, your hearing, or even your earrings for some of you. So how July starts is going to be very different from how July ends, because it feels like emotionally it's going to get better if you are a Pisces who maybe the beginning of the month didn't feel such a big blessing to you. So it's all about everything in moderation. So remember this in July. Everything in moderation. You are setting yourself up for success when it comes to a job related situation or to a career related situation. The next 7 months of your life, you're going to witness that something good is happening in terms of your career, and it's not going to be as hard to push through as before. So if you are working on anything or solutions or resolutions, they are happening easier than before. You don't have to work so hard at anything, not only about work, but also about an emotional situation or other things in your life. So things are easing up. They don't require much of an effort, but you do have to do the work and you do have to put your effort. I hope that this is making sense to you, Pisces. Thank you to everyone who was kind enough to stay all the way through. Thank you to everybody who kept track of the zodiac signs, H. Jackson and Small Wild Flowers. Thank you so much. So remember to contact me to book a private consultation with me. Email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Email me if you have any questions about the Akashic Records or any courses or classes you are interested to sign up with me, or that you want me to put together. I am open to your suggestions. Visit my website www.amalightworker.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Those are very important for my channel. I see Michelle. How are you, Michelle? Saida Okasu, if I'm saying your name correctly. Amelia Chadwick, how are you? Yosanj D. So I may be taking one or two questions if I'm able to do this, because I'm using a different prayer. I'm using a different method of how I'm doing these readings, these general readings today. So I am open to any questions right now that you may be having about the Akashic Records, or I may be taking one or two personal questions. H. Jackson, thanks, Alma. You hit all of my three signs right on the nose. Feels like a personal reading. Thank you so much. Thank you so Greenfields, thank you for the Gemini reading. So I don't know what that means, Angel. I don't know who Francis is, and so you may want. So you have to expand on that question. So when I understand the situation better, of course, the answer is going to make a lot more sense, because I'm not able to collect information if I don't comprehend the question. Is there a particular reason why you think he's not going to make it home? Okay, it feels like dark when he gets home, and yeah, it feels like after sunset. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm seeing. So that's what they're showing me. Again, I cannot, I don't know if that makes sense. You may want to do a personal reading and see if that answer makes sense. Okay. So for anyone else, you may that you have questions, you may want to book a personal consultation. Okay, if the Akashic records are giving me a particular answer for a particular question, of course, I will share that with you. Okay, so they're not giving me any answers for any other questions, but I would encourage you, if you have any questions right now about the Akashic records or the energies of this month, anything that maybe you didn't understand, so I can clarify that before I close this live stream. Okay, Angel, thank you. So email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You have my email in the, I will post it in the comments section, but you also have it down here in the show more section and at the very top of the chart. Okay. All right, so I hope that everybody is well. Thank you so much. Remember to like, share, subscribe, email me for a private reading at amalightworker@gmail.com. Check out my website, www.amalightworker.com, and I will reconnect with you in the next live stream, but I will also be posting more videos throughout the month. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.